Good morning, good morning. It is Motivation Station with Rose and Sanjay. Rose,
Yeah.
good morning, good morning. How
Morning,
are you?
Sanjay. I'm glad you're back this
Yes,
week.
thank
You're
you for
back.
holding
We
it down.
definitely missed you.
Yeah, and I
We
was to say
definitely missed you last
to
time.
to start off, I want to say, hey, thank you for holding it down. I just needed to catch up with myself more than anything. And
Mm,
secondly, I actually wanted to apologize because I was having such bad internet issues and I couldn't figure out
mm.
because I was at least editing the podcast or like I had it, go live and it was like video laggy, like you would stutter and freeze and stuff like that. And I was like when I looked at it deeper and deeper, I'm like, okay, there's
Wow.
something wrong with my
It's just
internet.
like a stinky
S-
bug decided to just
So,
crawl.
it decided to join the podcast, is what it did.
I get it.
There you go.
Take care of this.
Go, go take care
Oh
of
my
that.
god, it
Cause
was like on top of the
good
tripod,
morning,
and I
Megan.
was like, "What are you doing?"
It was just like, hi,
uh,
I want to be the guest on today's
I
show.
mean, you could be, but and it's not even one of the watch.
Um, but yeah, so then I mean the audio came out good, which is fortunately good, but then like the video was a little bit laggy, but hopefully, well, now I got that fixed. I was able to reach out to my internet service provider, complain, and they came by and they fixed it, so I appreciate that. But it took like 3 or 4 days. It was crazy.
Oh wow, I'm glad
Three
everything worked out well. Hello, Megan. I
three or
missed you
four
last week.
3 or 4 days without internet will drive anybody crazy, especially somebody who's reliant on technology. We didn't know what to do,
Oh
but it worked out.
wow.
It was fine. It is what it is. Yeah, and I apologize again for not being a part of last week's show. I was it was a bad week for everything, and I just needed to like reflect. And like my thing was like, if I came on the show, I would have just been like hazy. I would have just been like starry eyed, just not paying attention to anything, and like I was actually just not in the mood to talk at all. And it's not even something that's like I don't want to talk to nobody. I mean, talk to you on the podcast. I just don't want to talk to anybody. Um,
Yes, I know the feeling.
hang on, my cat. It's funny now because now my cat's acting up. Hold up. Yeah.
It's fine.
He's like
I have
climbing
another
on top of
dog
a
that
chair that has my pants, and it's like gonna leave holes in my pants. And I don't have any.
it's just so funny. This stinky bug decided to lay right on the corner of the tripod. I was
We
like, "What are you doing?"
we're having like multiple guests join our podcast today.
Yes, welcome.
Um,
Because this was a major issue this year, the bug issue. Like we had a green bug that was like everywhere. It killed so much food. And then we had stinky bug and then ladybug. It was like 20, 30 ladybugs just outside everywhere. I was like, what is
yeah, I mean they're all probably trying to find a
happening?
place to stay warm
One
or
place to
whatever.
be, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how have you
This
been?
is
How's everything in your world?
Today is my aunt's birthday. I want to say happy
Yep.
birthday to my
Happy
aunt in
birthday. Cheers. Yep.
heaven.
Happy
I did
birthday.
lose her. Yes, yes, I did lose her 4 years ago on my phone call. I don't know how I survived that, but I did. And this year, I am more happy for all the people that left me. I was, working on therapy a little bit this last month just to be okay, and everything. It's just I took every person that left my life, I took all the greatness out of them. I said, they're at peace, they're fine. I want to make sure they rest in peace and just be happy that you had a chance to be in their life and you had those great moments because my aunt named my birth name. So it's kind of a very thing for me, she's the only aunt
Mm.
that I call Aunt, and she was my most positive and smiley person, and I just want to carry that on. Also, I took your advice, beautiful advice, to be generous with yourself, and I have been generous with myself. Today, I started 66-day meditation technique program with the Joy Dispenza.
Mm.
Do you think I'm gonna make it? because you can't miss a day.
Mhm.
You have to be quiet for 20 minutes in the morning, and with the dogs, it's like, you know what, I'll try. And I did actually try this morning, and it did work out pretty good. Day one left, 65 to go, right? So also, I have been definitely putting that workout mode in, and you know what? I feel the greatest. I just like, wow, where that part of my life been? Because that's exactly what I needed it to restore my energy.
Mhm.
I have been on my vitamin journey. I have been cooking. If you're watching my stories and whatever channels, I have been making content for the way I my lifestyle is going, just to get that, like, you can do that too. It's been an amazing journey so far. And tell me about you. What is going on? What is happening? We need you here today.
Um, yeah, it's
Where
just
were
like,
you?
like so much was like racking up because it's like just before the holiday season.
Yes.
Yeah, and like, I'll be
7:67 here
traveling.
today. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
And I'll be our tree's up too. We couldn't find our ornaments, which makes me upset, but I gotta go look at it.
No way.
Yeah, but like normally there's a topper that you can get for the tree, and we were gonna get the sorting hat from Harry Potter, right? This
Mhm.
as a topper, right? But what I ended up doing is I actually have the sorting hat from a costume that I wore for Halloween a few days ago. So we're like, what if we just put this hat on top of the tree and call it?
Mentally.
So we ended up saving a little bit, a few bucks, and just put like our sorting hat costume hat on top of a tree as a topper.
Okay.
So that it works. It didn't fall over.
Improvisation.
Yeah,
Yes.
right. But you know what was for me, a lot of it was like, I mean, even like last week was a little bit tough, like doing the podcast, and I was grateful. I mean, not last week, the week before, but like I was just going through so much within the last few weeks because it was like I don't have time to do things. Mainly like, like I know I was in hopes of finding a new job, and I'm still writing this one out. This one's not acting as bad as it has been. It's been getting a little bit better, but it's just now I'm like, I guess I'm like nitpicking at some things. And the thing is, the after the podcast Saturday, I went to church Sunday, right? And that's why I named the podcast today Hypocrisy, Thy Name is Self, because um I can't blame the world for the position I'm in, right? So I say that in the way that I made decisions that put me into the position I'm in now. And when I reflected, I was just like, I'm blaming the world around me because my situation isn't going the way I want it to go, right? So obviously when you make decisions, you have a hope that it's for the better, right? It's for the better. It's for something to change to make things easier for you or make you happier or anything like that. And when I made the decision that I made to come to where I am now in life, it was originally out of like I wanted to make a better decision from where I was, Like I definitely wasn't happy where I was. And like if you keep tracing it back further and further, it's all decisions you kind of made anyway, right? But like after I kind of came to that realization, I was like, you know what? At the end of the day, like I might not have been too happy with my job. Like I told you, I got yelled at like quite often and things like that. But then I can make a decision to leave, but then obviously that has its own consequences as well. um but I should still be grateful that like I'm in a position where I can have these kind of thoughts, right? That I can be like, you know what, maybe this job isn't for me. I can apply to something else, right? But then now what I've been doing lately is like, I know I've been complaining about, oh, I gotta drive to work. It's like an hour and a half commute, and like, but the thing is, I can't really complain about that because when they offered me the job, they told me like, hey, are you okay with driving to the site 5 days a week? And I said yes. Like, who can I get mad at? I can't get mad at the job for like telling me
Exactly.
like, oh, why am I working 5 days a week on site? It's like I made that decision to work 5 days. So the more and more I thought about that, I was like, not that I'm negative about my situation. Like I might not be where I want to be, but I did put myself here. right? So then it's like I have two choices. I can either make the best of it, or I can continue this road where I'm not happy, or like I'll be like miserable or be sad, right? So you know what I did? I did exactly what you started to do, right? As well now, where it's like you start to try like new things, and some of the things become like familiar things to you, right? So what I mean by that is I started doing things that I'm like, you know what? Like I used to go to the gym like 2, 3 days a week. And I stopped doing that because I'm like, oh, I get home late. I don't have time to play with my daughter or anything like that, right? Then I was like, you know what? Let me just schedule things here and there. Let me see how I can utilize the most out of my time, right? So one of the things I do right now, and I'm grateful for, is I give a coworker like a ride to work, and he's grateful. Like he helps me pay for gas, and he's a good guy. But it does take me like an extra 15 minutes or so, right? And I was like, you know what? Like, as much as I'm doing my best to help you out, I have to understand that, unfortunately, and like, not saying in a mean way, I was like, your problem for not having a car to commute to work, or, you getting hired and you not mentioning that you have a reliable way of getting to work, unfortunately, that's not my problem. I told him, I was like, if you want, I mean, you got to save your money. I'll help you buy a car. I'll help you do something that will get you a way to get to work and things like that. But I was like, you know what? Not that I felt like I overstepped my boundaries being nice, giving him a ride, but I was like, it's doing me more harm now. And I just wanted to let you know, right? And I was like, for the rest of this month, we'll write it through. We'll do it together. And he's like, that's fine. I have an idea of what I want to do next month and things like that. So like the thing is, you know how they say it's okay to say no? Like I've never felt like it was okay for me to say no, and this was like one of the times, right? So after a while now I'm like, you know what? I worked as much as I worked, and I know I have some extra work pending, and it's 5 o'clock, and I gotta go home. I'll finish the little things I have, and I'm gonna go home. The work can wait. The work's gonna come back tomorrow anyway. The work's, like, so I when I start, I was overthinking myself with work because I'm like I'm always falling behind, right? And then when I like on Friday we had a meeting with my manager, and he was like, "Hey, you guys kind of messed up this. Like, what happened? Can you tell me what happened?" It wasn't even like I got yelled at. He was just like trying to figure out why this had happened and how we can prevent this. Right? This guy is more of a leader than a manager, like by far, and that's why when he told me, like, I didn't get hurt when he told me. I said, "Oh, we dropped the ball on this, but we're gonna have to change the process on how we do this." And he's like, okay, that's it. That's all I want to hear. And then just make sure you change the process. Now, if it happens again, then he's gonna come back to me and like, you said you changed it. What's happening? Then I can see him getting frustrated. But like, since this was like a one time and like he understood the situation, he was like, all right, just do it differently because it doesn't work this way. And I said, all right, that's cool. Right? They didn't get mad. He even joked about it like afterward, and he like laughed and stuff like that. Like he didn't make me feel like I was inadequate at my job, unlike my manager who I report to, right? But anyway, long story short, so I'm over here being a hypocrite to the situations around me, saying that I don't deserve this, I don't deserve this, when I'm the one that made these decisions to be here. So when, on Sunday, after I went to church and kind of went through that reflection, I was like, I can't be mad at the world around me. The world is just being the world. The world is just doing its thing. I put myself in this situation, and if I want to get out of it, there's steps and things I can do to get out of it, or I can just flip my mindset and just be like, you know what, it's fine. Like at least I still have a job. At least I still make decent money. I'm about to go on vacation soon. My team is doing a lot better. Like they're doing a lot better than they did like a month ago. So, um, even thinking about, I was like, oh, if I leave this job, my team can't do anything. Like I had that mindset, which is very bad because like, how can I say my team can't do their work when I'm supposed to be the team lead? You know what I mean? Like I can defend my own inadequacies for the workload I do, but when my team relies on me, like I look down on them. It doesn't make sense. Like they should be able to come to me. They should be able to ask me questions. They should, I felt bad because I snapped at one of my coworker I gave a ride to, and he's like, I remember I gave him a ride home, and like we didn't really talk about it. We just kind of glossed over it. And when I dropped him off home, he's like, I just want to say I'm sorry. And I was like, what the fuck are you apologizing for? I was like, you don't need to apologize for anything. He's like, no, I feel like I upset you. And I was like, Nah, you didn't upset me, man. I'm just upset at this situation. And I was like, I took it out on you and I shouldn't have done that. He's like, yeah, no, but I shouldn't be asking so many questions. I'm like, no, 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 no. You should be asking so many questions because that's how you're gonna grow. That's how you're gonna learn. It's my fault for not handling that better. So, like we made peace and like it just took a lot of reflection that like I was mad at the world as if the world did something to me. And that's why, like I said, the hypocrisy, the name itself, because it was me, like I was my worst enemy here. And one of the quotes that they said during church, and me and my wife was like, that's a pretty damn good quote. It says, true hypocrisy isn't fooling others, it's fooling yourself. And that's exactly what I was doing. And I was like, damn, I wrote that down in my notebook, and I was like, this is good. This is why I mean, I go to church, and I learn these things from the sermons, and I'm like, these are just
Wow, I love
really
that.
good.
I really love that. I started putting more words of God. I said I want to know more of words of God, and I love that. I can see that you started feeling your boundaries, like because I felt like the management was pushing your boundaries.
Mm,
Your coworkers were pushing your boundaries, and you only can do so much. And the best thing that I love for you that you started looking at the time like, okay, let me see if my time really invested properly. Am I actually like happy? And one thing I've learned this week, I was come across with some of the videos to say, can you be happy for no reason? Can you
mm,
be good for no reason?
mm, mm.
Right? Like, and saying that hypocrisy, fill yourself in. Can you just fill yourself in? Like, can you actually preach your own preach, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
can you actually use it, right? In the same time, one thing I started doing a while back this year is the one of the best things I've learned. I don't say anymore, I don't have time. I say I create time
Mm,
because when I switch that, everything changed.
yeah.
And everything that I do, people are like, how can you do so much? Because I do with love, I do with joy, I do it with just I want to do it. And when I do more of that, I have more energy. And everything that I do, I question myself. Is this what I do? Is that what I want to do? Is this making me happy? Am I investing my time in what I'm doing right now? It's for good. And right now we coming up in the holiday season. We coming up on a resolution season, right? I don't have Mondays or New Year's. I do have. I make a decision. That's when I do it, right?
Mhm.
But however, I sat down and wrote down some goals for January because it's important right now. I have been working on my health journey. I have been working on my mental, emotional journey, on my physical journey, and so on, financial journey. So I said, let me write down each sphere that I want to improve for 1%. Don't
Mm,
go crazy.
yeah.
What's the next step? You don't have to go, you can make 10 steps. Can you make 3 steps? Can you step over one step and do three? Yes, you can. But you cannot do 10 steps in one shot. So I just wrote this little thing and little things that I'm doing every day. I said, I'm creating time. I'm doing it with joy. And everybody around me happy and I feel good.
Yeah.
Just feeling good. And your team is going to be like, wow, he feels good. Just you being open and team should be doing what they doing 100% of what they're doing.
Yeah.
And then it's collectively collaborating. And I think you are very capable of vibrating that team and getting to the next level. And I see that.
Yeah, I mean, like the I think the other savior for me was also doing things I'm familiar with, right? So, I remember, like there's times where we would do like weekly board game nights or like weekly video games, like things that like would just be refreshing as a fun task to myself. and we just recently started doing that again. And I think within like the last few weeks, and even we did it last night. We normally play like games Friday night, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, like it's gonna be like a nuisance to my friends because like now they have to come to my house because like I have my daughter. I don't want to bring my daughter to their house because if we stay out late, then like where's she gonna sleep? And I was like, oh, it's gonna annoy my friends and all that stuff. And I don't know why I got stuck in these thoughts that are out of my control, right? Because when my friends come over and my daughter's still awake, they play with her. They'll interact with her. They'll give her games to play. They'll roll, like we played a game that had dice. So she was like, "Oh, I want to roll the dice," and we didn't even start the game yet. But they're like, "Yeah, here, roll dice." And then like we made it like a learning experience. We rolled the dice and we're like, "Lily, what number is that?" And she would count the dots on the dice to be like, "Oh, 5, 3, whatever." But I'm over here thinking that, oh, it's kind of harder to go back to like an older lifestyle in a sense, right? It's harder to go back to an old way of being able to hang out with my friends or play video games or do whatever I do because I have my daughter. But then it's like, but have I tried it? Like, did I try it and then like learn my answer from trying it? And the answer was like, no. I just thought that I knew what the answer was. So then, after a while, it just started all incorporating into the same process I've been going through. It's like, you know, is work really that bad? Is the commute really that bad? Like, why is it that bad? Can you change it? Yeah, you can change it.
Hmm.
So what do you need? Like when I started thinking breaking it down in that sense, like it started getting like a little bit better, like piece by piece. And now there's some consistency to it because it's like now I hang out with my friends. um I hang out with my friends like every week now, like at least once a week we hang out again like we used to. um Going back to the gym was like refreshing because I think we talked about this a little too. It's like the thought of like driving to the gym and sometimes like oh, I gotta get ready, I gotta get in my car, go to the gym is annoying. But then like once you're at the gym, like you're just at the gym, so then it's like, all right, I'm gonna do everything I want to do because I'm already at the gym. I started like fighting that feeling more, and I was just like, yeah, no, like I want to get to that feeling where when I'm at the gym, I'm just at the gym and I'm good.
Can you
And then
work out
like
at home
uh well, so I do it at the gym
and
because
include Lily because it's fun?
there's certain ones I do at home which would be more cardio, like
Hmm.
if the weather was nicer, we would go outside for a walk. Like there's a football field near me. We'd go there. um I do have like a game that like you have to kind of like exercise to fight enemies and stuff like that. um I Yeah, I mean, I could do more of that. I mean, my wife too. Like, we all could kind of just do more of that. Like, me and Lily do like more physical work. So like we will play games at night. We made a tradition to play games at night together, as in like not like video games per se, but that too. But like we do a game where we do like red light, green light kind of game, or we do a game
Oh,
where she goes into my parents' bedroom and pretends it's like it's jail, and she shuts the door, and we go to her, and we're like, you can't get out, and we close the door, right? And then like my parents'
that's
bedroom is like
funny.
is a hallway next to a staircase, a bathroom, a closet, in my bedroom, and then we hide somewhere. So she quote unquote breaks out and tries to run away, but she doesn't know where we are. So if I'm hiding in the bathroom, she walks by, we chase her, and then she just like screams and runs back to the you
Oh
know,
my
and we're just
goodness,
like, don't get out again. But it's like the little things
that's
like that
fun.
that like become, like we do it almost like every night, and it's become such a consistent thing. She like, last night, and I'm
Hmm.
appreciative that she's very understanding because last night my friends came over, and she's like, oh, we don't have to play today, but can we play tomorrow? Because like she knew that like my friends are over and like we're not gonna go upstairs together, all right?
Wow,
So and like honestly, she's just been like really good too, because like
she's very thoughtful.
very, and like honestly, she we were learning the game yesterday, and it was like a long game to learn, and she kept telling my wife, she's like, Mama, I'm tired, right? Like I want to go to sleep. And my wife's like, oh, sometimes you fight going to sleep. And she's like, oh no, I'm not gonna fight, I just want to go to sleep. And she went to sleep within like a half hour, like easy, like 20-30 minutes she was out. And she is very thoughtful, and like I appreciate that there's times where she's selfless when she's thoughtful. She'll just like do things for the sake of doing things, right? So I remember we went to the library, and it was the first time I went to the library with her because they have events at the library, and I actually got out of work early enough to go to the library. And I
Mhm.
got there, and they're like, "Oh, come sit at the table," right? And she says, "Come on," right? And she knew that there's a chair there for her, right? Because like the table already has chairs, so there's a chair there that she knew she was gonna sit down in. She went and she dragged another chair next to that chair, and she said, "Sit down." Right? And I was like, you don't have to do that, but thanks, because I was just gonna grab a chair anyway. But like she knew a chair was there, and she's like, "Here's another chair for you. Sit down." But she is very thoughtful. She's very patient, and I think she gets it from me. She's very blunt. Like she'll tell things as it is. It's a kid thing though. Kids will just kind of speak their mind no matter what. But like
I
a
don't know.
lot of
I'm always been that way. Yeah.
a lot of parents kind of shush that away in their kids. They're like, "Oh, you can't say it's out, you can't," right? But like there's like when you tell a kid that, they don't understand why, right? They won't understand like, why can't I say this, right? So I always like explain to them like, this is rude to say. Like you don't want to say that. You don't want someone saying that to you. And like then to make her understand like, okay, so this is not kind to say. This is not the right thing to say. Things like that,
Okay.
right? But like a lot of people like they'll go to their kids and like, don't do that because I said so. And I'm like, that doesn't work. Because if you said so, then they're not going to understand why you said so, right? And don't get me
Mhm.
wrong, sometimes it's hard to explain that to a kid. Sometimes that kid is just like, that still doesn't make sense to me, and you can only go so far. It is always an ongoing struggle, but honestly, these kids they learn and they pick up, and they do all that. And yeah, I mean, it's just it's interesting watching her grow up for sure. But anyway, go back to everything else. Like I started realizing like that I do have a lot of good things on my plate. I have a lot of good things in my life, right? And I think because of the fact that I was so frustrated at one situation, really, more than anything, I let that kind of blindside me for the rest of the world around me, right? So like, my family is doing well. My mom and dad are in India chilling, doing their life out there. I actually Okay, I'll talk to you this about this one after, because this one is a little bit more personal. But anyway,
Okay.
like I said, work is going better now, right? My commute's not as bad because now I just manage the time. I'm like, you know what? If I go to work and come home, the commute's like an hour and a half, right? But if I go to work, drop my friend off at home, and then go to the gym and then go home, then I'll get home by like 7:30, which is a little bit later, but at least I'll have gotten done all the things I want to get done, so I can't complain about that. It was nice to go to the gym. I've been eating healthier again as well. um I switched over from like certain foods. I started eating more
That's
consistent.
amazing.
Yeah, like I started
Today I
eating like
made
quinoa. Oh, what is that? Oh,
protein waffle. This is chocolate protein waffle.
ooh,
I
the
wish you
shape of
can
a
try it.
heart.
So good. Yes, my waffle maker has a heart.
Oh, what the
So
that's some
I
special stuff
always
right there.
like put it like a five of them. It's pretty good. It's chocolate and it smells so good and guilt free. There's no sugar, right? It's just one egg, 1 cup of gluten free flour, one
Oh,
cup of
Frank.
water, oil. Hi, Frank. Um, oil, which is I use olive oil, and that's it. Mix it up, and 1 scoop of chocolate protein powder. Wow, right? And then I dress it up with some. I like pistachios, some blueberries, and some maple syrup, just to make it a little sweeter.
Hmm.
Here.
No, yeah,
And
just
then
take week over.
and
Um,
yesterday I made protein pancakes, which is also a very easy recipe
yeah.
with oats and a banana
Uh,
oats, and just 1 egg. Wow.
I gotta
If
do
you've
that.
seen the picture, maybe I should send you a picture. It was so good. When I took the advice, be generous with yourself, that's exactly what I have been doing.
I did one small thing, and I started using chia seeds, and what I did was I would soak them in almond milk and let it sit overnight. But I don't have proper mason jars, right? Because like when you let it like sit there and it oh, are you talking? Oh, your audio. Oh, your mic actually died. I don't even know how to message you. Hold on, let me see. If you could, if somebody in the chat can respond back and just tell her, I think her thing died. I think her headset died. Let me see. Look at that. But anyway, yeah. You might, yeah. I think she saw. Oh, I should probably. Well, anyway, um, so I started mixing like the chia seeds and stuff like that, and it's actually really freaking good. I just haven't had a chance to. What can I say? What can I say to her? Hold on. Let me address Rose real quick. Frank, man, how you doing, bro? You good? Let's see. Might be the sunlight, but Rose looks especially glowy today. I think she's just happy to have me back again. That's what it is. I wasn't here last week, so she's probably just happy to have me back. Right? Who isn't? Let me see. Turn off your. It's funny watching her talk or move and stuff without audio because she just looks like an angry animated character. I wonder if that message went through. I had to send it as motivation station, ironically. Ugh. You hear me? Oh, you know what? Reconnect. Okay, she'll reconnect. This has happened before too. It has something to do with her Bluetooth. I don't know if her Bluetooth died or something, but we'll see if that helps. I didn't realize I could watch my podcast in 1080p. All right, let me see if I can bring her back. Hey,
Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, now we do.
Yes.
No, so
Okay.
it's happened before where your headset or your Bluetooth does something,
Like,
and then like you
I
hear
hope
yourself.
everybody heard me. Yeah, I was saying that I was giving everybody a wood spoon for not showing up last week because I wanted to get to know everybody better. And you said I look like an angry. I look like an Italian granny, which is not our thing.
So it was magic because you know when you watch like a cartoon and like there's an angry character and you're just like you look like that. But yeah, no, we have Frank showed up and saying you look especially glowy.
Yes, Frank, I've been working on my beautiful skin for 23 days now.
Yeah, look at it. Look, did you get a haircut?
No, I just put it very nicely in the bun.
I was gonna say because
actually it got so long.
Did it?
It's gonna get longer.
Yeah, okay. Because I remember, because I think there was a time you had short hair too, and all hair looks all good on you anyway. But anyway, yeah, I was talking about how I almond milk and chia seeds, and then like I don't have proper mason jars because you need to properly make sure it's closed, and then when you put it in the fridge, it'll thicken. So I had one that had like a hole in it, so it took a little longer for it to thicken. But like it was very filling, it was very delicious. You know,
oh my
I started putting like fruits in it.
Right?
Parfait. Yeah, at that point. I got to do flax seeds. I have steel cut oats that I don't know how to cook with yet, but then I've watched videos that you can do the same thing.
Yeah, they take a little
you can
longer to cook, but they're better.
You can also soak them too, right? And overnight them.
Yes, you can soak them. Yeah, you can overnight them.
So like that. And I'm like, I could honestly eat this all day. So I also made the switch to quinoa. And I did quinoa with vegetable broth, which was like it itself is like nice and like a moist kind of rice, right? And then I bought like Japanese curry that we mix with mixed vegetables, and like if you make it a certain way, it thickens really good, and like it's like nice, it's flavorful, it doesn't spike my sugar at well, it spikes maybe very little, but very little, because quinoa doesn't do it, and then like the Japanese curry doesn't have anything in it, protein powders, I started putting more green in my protein powders. Spinach, spring mix, stuff like that. So it's been a lot better. I've been seeing my sugar drop points pretty decently. But the problem isn't that like, I'll do it once in a while and that's it. Like it's just like consistency. So I got to keep up with it, right? But I'm just happy that this food is so damn good that like I'm not really like the other day my friends would be like, hey, you want a Snickers? Hey, you want some M&Ms? Normally I'm quick to be like when I'm stressed, right? I think we all safely say that we all do this, but you stress eat, right? But I stress eat candy. right? When I'm stressed, I'll be like, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna have Snickers. Like it won't make me happy, but it'll But like this week, my coworker's like, hey man, here, we got this, we got that. You want some? And I'm like, I'm all right. I'm not feeling it right now. Um,
That's amazing. You know
so
what? The fun fact about quinoa: quinoa has 20 grams of protein as well.
yeah, it's
Plant
high. It's
based
high on
is like a
protein.
piece of chicken. I do have three color quinoa. I like that. I also like farro. I like barley. Those are great grains as well. I have
Mm,
been doing vegetables, chicken, and rice. Been baking it for about 15 minutes, chicken with
hmm.
all kinds of herbs. And then, like 10 minutes before the chicken is ready, I put rice, and then after it's done, I sit it for another 10 minutes and it's ready to eat. It's so delicious. I've been doing a lot of changes as well. And you know what? One of the best things I ever done this year as well, maybe even started last year in the end of it, I
Hmm.
switched from candy to a fruit bowl. So a fruit bowl, I make a, like a rainbow. I don't know if you ever seen it. I do like a mostly berries because berries are low in sugar and they're great
For the
antioxidants.
antioxidants and stuff. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, so I do use kiwi, mango, banana, blueberry, blackberry. Sometimes I put raspberry, strawberry, and put it on top of the Greek yogurt.
Mm.
And that has been, I could put granola on top. I could put coconut shaved coconut, or dark chocolate shaved, or chips, dark chocolate, or put it some nuts on top. And you know what? It has been the best snack.
Mm.
I switched from chips because believe me, I was used to be like, oh, give me some chips.
I was able to
From
finish a whole bag of chips in like
from
one sitting.
from Snickers and Twix, and believe me, I love those things as well. I used to. So I just took that out and switched to that bowl, and I was like, you know what, this bowl, it's actually damn yummy.
Yeah, yeah. It I what like even like what I've been snacking, because sometimes I'll get hungry, so I have like a whole jar of like mixed nuts, like walnuts, almonds, um
Trail
like
mix.
little raisins, stuff like that. So like if I want to snack on something like like that, then I'll eat that. I also when I went on vacation last year, I want to say, when I went to Cape May, my brother-in-law, JD, um he bought crackers, like like just like not like saltines, but like maybe like wheat thins or something equivalent to like a healthier version of a cracker. He bought like
Mm-hmm.
brie cheese with that, like the creamy one, and then we got jam, like a healthier jam, and we would just have like crackers, and I can have like 4 or 5 of them. They'll fill my sweet tooth, but they don't break my they don't break my like stomach for
So
having too many
good.
carbs or anything.
So
But the
good.
other change was also like just like the portion, because I used to be able to take like a full bowl of whatever and like eat it all, or whatever it may be. But now it's like I'll take like 2 handfuls of like nuts and be like, yeah, this is more than enough. And I think a lot of my problem was I mean, I was when I was a kid, I did the same thing. I would always like like, it's weird to say, but I would stuff my face with the food, right? So what I
Like
mean
an
by that is
emotional
no, no, no,
food.
no. I would
Mm.
fill my mouth with food before I would like chew and swallow it, which is bad, right? So
Yeah.
I started breaking down, like if I have a bowl of nuts, I would eat like maybe a cashew and an almond. Make sure I chew that through thoroughly before I like swallow. But I used to be able to just take a handful of like peanuts and just like toss it in my mouth, and then just like I look like a chipmunk, like and then I'll just try to swallow it all, and it would, it's bad for your metabolism. Um, but yeah, like just in general, I did start taking care of that health part a little bit more. I feel a difference. Even today, I made mud water coffee instead, and
You were talking about it. Tell us more.
it's
What
pretty
is
good. I
mud
mean, like
water?
I said, I got it from a coworker,
What is
which I'm
mud
grateful for.
water?
It has like it has a good number of things, and I'll send you a link. But it has like I forgot all the names in it, but it's like it has like fresh herbal stuff. Like it has like it has turmeric in it. It has like
Hmm.
ashwagandha or whatever. It has a
Okay.
bunch of different things that are actually healthy for you and promote health. So I had that instead of like a normal coffee, and it's
Mm.
good. Like I made it with hot water, and I put like a splash of whole milk, and I put monk fruit sugar. Like that's what I use if I
Okay.
want any sugar. So I use monk fruit.
Extract. Hmm.
Um, and it's good. And like I said, a lot of it has been fighting my cravings to be like, you know what? Let me get a slice of pizza. Oh, let me go, do whatever. But it didn't kick it to the curb. Like maybe like remember at work we had they had not a pizza party, but they ordered pizza for lunch, and they had a lot of pizza. And I was like, you know what? I'll take one nice thin slice, and I put a shit ton of salad on the side. And I was like, this is what I'm gonna eat. And people were like, that's all you're gonna eat? I was like, yeah, I'm not in the mood for
That's
pizza.
enough.
You know?
That's more than enough. You know what? I would do anything for pizza right now because
Yeah.
when you're outside of tri-state area of Northeast,
Oh
there's
yeah,
no
yeah. That's what
good
everybody says.
pizza or Chinese.
Yeah,
There is
yeah.
no Chinese or pizza around me
No,
at
that
all.
is what everyone
So,
says when people visit me. They're like, "Hey, can we go get pizza?" And I'm like, "What's so special about pizza?" But now I see how blessed I am to live in an area where pizza is
and
so
when I'm
abundant.
coming, we're gonna have pizza
Oh,
all day
absolutely.
and every
There's
day,
there's
and
some
I
good
don't care.
pizza spots. No, there's some good pizzas. First of all, the saddest part, and I don't, I'll represent this place, New York, right? I'll go there and I get pizza from the dollar slice place, right? And it's definitely unhealthy. Like the oil drips off of this pizza, right? But it is the most delicious pizza I've ever fucking had in my life. When my friend and I went for a concert, right? Because think about it in the with inflation and everything, like everything is expensive, right? We went to New York for a concert, and then on the way home, we're like, "Yo, let's get some food." We went to the pizza place, right? We both got two slices each, right? And I think he might have gotten like a pepperoni slice. I don't remember, right? Two slices each and two sodas, canned sodas, right? $8. $8 for that. And I was like, that's nothing. You go anywhere. If I go to my local mall to get two slices in soda, two slices in a soda. We essentially got four slices and two sodas. Here, two slices and soda and like my mall over here is already $12. Like
Wow.
it's just crazy. But like that's where
Frank,
we'll go.
what are you doing in Connecticut?
You're in Connecticut. The pizza in New Haven is top notch. New Haven. Have I been to
Enjoy.
New Haven? I
Been
don't
to
think
New
I've been to New
Haven.
Haven.
Yes. Bridgeport, New Haven.
Yeah. I don't know if you're there permanently, Frank, or not. But if you're in Jersey, text me and let me know because we still have to go out. I just haven't been free to go out. The
Yes.
holiday month is like the worst. But I've seen our
Pizza,
bar doing
pizza.
pretty good. I've seen Paulie's videos of the bar and stuff like that. So
Oh,
yeah,
have
I haven't gone since the last time I went. And I know I texted Gina.
so.
Gina's doing well, but I haven't been.
Good news is I might be for sure dropping in myself to my yearly tradition. I have a tradition. What? You moved there?
All right, so then
You
I
know
have to
what?
drive
Gina
up.
from Connecticut. She's gonna be like so excited. She's like, "What?"
Yeah,
Yes, Gina is from Connecticut. That is so funny. And I have a tradition to go see Rockefeller Tree every year. Unfortunately, a couple of years
yeah.
I didn't make it, and I'm like, I always feel like a Home Alone movie. I love that movie so much.
I think it's the best
And
Christmas movie.
yes, my favorite,
Yeah,
seriously. And this year it was on sale for like 4.98, and for two movies, nine. It was like 9.98. I was like, I'm gonna buy it.
yeah,
Why
it's a
rent
no-brainer.
it? Why
Yeah,
rent it? You're gonna watch it anyway every year. So, and I always feel like when I'm at the Rockefeller Center and that being inside that movie, and I'm always so grateful because New York is so gorgeous during the Christmas time. So hopefully I'm gonna be there this year.
yeah. No, I mean, so
Yes, I
ironically,
will
and
let you know. It's only gonna be a couple of days, so three
no,
days.
I mean, I'll make the time.
3 days.
If I have to take time off from work or a half day from work, I'll do that. I don't mind. Um, no, so
It would be
originally today,
great.
after the podcast, actually, I was supposed to go with my coworker to New York,
Yeah.
but since it was gonna maybe snow today, and it like it's been like cold for us, and I think my wife and I were just getting over like not feeling well. We're actually gonna hold off, but we're gonna go the weekend after New Year's, so it'd be like January 3rd, and we're gonna take my
Yes.
coworker, and we're actually planning to go to Rockefeller Center, so it should hopefully be
Mhm.
a good time there.
Yes, I am so excited. I want to take Gina there because Gina never been to Rockefeller Center. I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean?
I,
And one
yeah.
of the best things are also happening, just by the secret. Uh, I love Avatar movie. I don't know if you love Avatar movie or not, but I do. I like all about it, the graphics and everything. It's new Avatar. Fire and Ash is coming out. It's not an ad,
Yeah, yeah.
but I usually share what I love, and it's coming out on December 19th. And one of my favorites, movie theaters on Times Square. There's
Mm,
a Regal in AMC.
yeah,
They're
right
close to
there.
each
Yeah,
other.
yeah.
So one of my favorite times. It's my first Avatar movie. Actually, watched it there. And when some favorite movies comes out, I usually go there to watch it. Guys, it's worth it. It's
Yeah.
pricey, but it's worth it. You know, the ticket over here where I live is only $5.50. And when you go to New York, it's like you're gonna end up spending at least $50 between the ticket and the popcorn.
I was just gonna
So,
say with
but
five
it's worth
dollars
it.
with $5 you can't even get into New York at that point, you know?
Exactly.
That's how
Like
expensive that is.
here, and the small popcorn is like large.
Yeah. No,
Like,
the sizes, and,
like
I think I forgot, where I read it, but they were saying the sizes when it comes to like the US versus like anywhere else, like a small here is like almost like an extra large like everywhere else. Like the sizes here have become ridiculous. And the pricing with that too. But
oh
ironically,
my god,
it's
yes.
funny you mentioned movie theater because I mean I do love Avatar. Like I enjoyed it when it first came out. I remember how crazy it was, and I didn't watch the second movie, which came out a while
I
after that.
did SeaWorld.
There's a
It was
game
fun.
based off of it too, and then now I heard of the newest one, but there's a movie. I'm sure you know the actor. Have you heard of Brandon Fraser, the guy
Bridger,
who did the Mummy?
maybe.
He was like the
Mm,
main actor in the
I'm so
Mummy.
bad with names. I only know the
Ah.
ones that like actually like like Leo
so
DiCaprio
so
or whatever.
anyway, so like he made, like, I mean, like he was always one of my favorite actors, but he came back making a good amount of movies again. And one of the movies he made recently that's still in theaters right now is called Rental Family, where he literally is hired to be like a
I
father
think it's a
figure.
funny movie. I think I
it,
know
it,
that
it's
movie,
it's
right?
it's it's not it's actually like a touching story. I mean, I think there's funny moments, but it's supposed to be like a very like touching story. But he essentially goes to Japan and is like a father of like a Japanese girl and stuff like that. And like it looks, I mean, I love Brendan Fraser, but like everyone's like, this movie is so good. And I was trying to see if I can go
Yeah.
see it, so I'm gonna try to find the
Okay.
time to go in theaters. But like, I mean, I love Brendan Fraser, but like this is a movie obviously I could wait till it comes out on DVD and watch it. But I'm like, nah, I'd rather go sit in the theater and watch this, and cry in the theater and watch this. Like, I have no problem doing this, you
Yeah.
know. But no, I mean, 100% I agree that experiences in New York, especially like we're my wife and I, we're gonna go today. We're gonna go see Rockefeller Center. We're gonna go to the Harry Potter store. She wants to go to Brooklyn too, but I'm like, that's a little too much, and I'd rather do that on like on a warm day, you know, because the train ride
If
to
it's
Brooklyn is like a half hour, like 25 minutes from wherever you
hour and
are.
a
From
one
from,
hour
well, no,
to
so
go to
like
Coney Island.
if we go to no, yeah, if we go to Coney Island, that's a wrap, dude. But
Yeah. Oof. Coney
Brooklyn's
Island.
like, I went once and I met one of my online friends there, and we went out for lunch and we had a good time. We got ice cream and stuff. It was
Where'd
fun.
you guys go? Williamsburg?
Where did we go? Where did I
The
go? No,
beginning of the Brooklyn? The
I
middle?
I went to where City Field is. I guess that'd be like the middle of it, right?
City Field?
Yeah,
That's Queens.
Encino Man. Oh, wait, sorry, I didn't go to Brooklyn. I went to Queens. Queens, yeah.
Okay.
Queens is where I
City
went.
Field is Queens.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's where I went.
that's
Sorry, not
where
Brooklyn.
the
Brooklyn is
Met
where my wife used
Stadium
to work.
is. I used to live in Brooklyn for 5 years.
Yeah. But like, yeah, to get
So,
to Queens from Manhattan is like a 25-minute train ride and stuff like that. So we're just
yes,
like,
but
yeah,
to Queens, yeah. To Brooklyn, sometimes hour and a half. Depends where you're going. So,
yeah, I guess I gotta see what I've been. Anyway,
yeah,
long story short, to everything we're coming back to. Yeah, now I'm just, because of the whole self-reflection with hypocrisy. Now I'm just looking
yeah.
at, like, there's a lot of good on our side already. Like I do see food as a better thing instead of a challenging thing, right? Like it's easier to find delicious food to eat now. Like I'm like, oh my god, chia seeds soaked in almond milk overnight, have a nice little parfait, put some blueberries
How
in
good
it,
is
stuff
that?
like that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
amazing. Um, uh, uh, yeah,
I like
hanging out with
that.
my friends, just doing things that I normally do that I just don't, put effort into it.
Focusing on good
Yeah.
and being good for no reason. That's the two things. we can start practicing more, right? Focusing
Yeah,
on
exactly.
good and being good for no reason.
I think that's the best practice. And like I said, like the beauty of it is then we just start viewing things a whole different way. You know, we don't think
Yeah,
about certain
and
things, and
of
it
course,
just it's good.
Hoponopono comes into
Exactly.
right.
Yeah.
I love
But
that.
yeah, so I'm since then I've been doing better, and I'm really looking forward to my vacation time next week. And I can actually just bring my mini computer if I don't want to bring my laptop if it's too problematic, and then we can go from there.
It's amazing. Look at you.
So it should be good.
I love your new camera.
Yeah,
Camera.
it's not that bad. My thing
It's
is
been
like
doing great,
the
right?
coloring. The coloring is just a little bit much because it makes me
Yeah,
look
it's
like
making
a
you green.
yeah, exactly. So I gotta play with like some of the
Like right
settings.
now, I look red. You look green with full Christmas color. Beautiful.
The thing is also because like I can edit the way I look, but I don't think you see it. Like the viewers will see it because they see the editing software I use that to do it, but you
Okay.
don't see it ironically. But you know, whatever. It is what it is. I'm over it.
Okay.
Um why is this voice on?
It's amazing.
I gotta play with some of these settings. Anyway, um yeah, no, I mean, I definitely have been doing a little bit better. I'm looking forward to doing the year's about to end, round up and end. You know, I
Yes.
think
We.
one of our podcasts, not next week, but the week after, is going to be after Christmas. Yeah, right, because it'd be the 27th
Yeah, we're gonna have the
or something.
20th and the 27th. So we're probably gonna do a little on 27th. What do you
Yeah,
think? We don't have to do
yeah,
nothing crazy.
yeah. No, we could definitely do something.
Frank is asking for a yellow Simpson thing going on. I don't know. Is this yellow enough? This is sun and the moon. It could be yellow.
Yeah, no. You're talking about me. Yeah, no. I actually look like a
Oh.
Simpsons character at that point, and I can edit. Like I can make myself more more brown, per se. But at the same time, I don't know. I gotta just play with it. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta play with it because now if I do it like this,
I'm
I look
sorry.
like a vampire. Um,
Frank, tell us a little bit more about your journey.
yes, Frank. What are you doing in CT?
What made you move to cold Connecticut, New Haven? That's a tough area to be in. I don't know your area, but
Oh,
I'm telling you, Gina from Connecticut, and she's gonna be so excited to hear Frank move to Connecticut.
I gotta.
And also, Trish is from Connecticut too. Not Connecticut, she's from Massachusetts, but
Yeah, close enough, right?
close enough. Yeah, she's from Mass, so she lives in Mass.
Oh man.
I am so excited. I hopefully will be there. I'm probably gonna be there when you go.
Oh man, that week, damn. I
I
think
know, right?
yeah, it'd just be unfortunate. Just make sure you get your a good New York slice of pizza. That's all I ask you to do.
I'm probably gonna be making a podcast somewhere else too. So you're gonna be away. I'm gonna be away. We're gonna have podcast on. I'm
Yeah,
clicking
our
my
self
notes.
podcasts.
So I'm gonna grab my tripod and my pots and follow me. Yeah,
I saw that
getting
Chiamaro's there
ready.
not too long ago too in New York. She was like wandering around. She was making videos and stuff, and I was thinking about hitting her up and
Oh
saying,
my
"Hey,
God, the
hey,
way she creates the she went to Vegas. She's going to New York. Her grandparents came from her country, and just the way she's living her life at her age, I was like, oh, where have I been?
nah,
She's only
she,
23. I'm like,
she,
where
but
have
yeah,
I been in my 23?
nah, but
Definitely wasn't thinking or doing things like that. However, I was
she's
very
definitely
well.
one that follows her passion. And then
Hmm.
and the beautiful part is to me is that like she's like humble about it, you know.
Yes. Oh my goodness. She's like, she's just like, that's the
Ooh.
way it should be.
Wait, did I change
Look at
colors for you?
you. Disco ball. Let's go, disco ball. Hello. That could be a New Year thing, when the
Yeah,
color
you know, I'll be
changes.
like, hey, I'm the green. or something along those
Green
lines.
man, the green.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh wow.
I gotta stop playing with
Look,
these settings.
yeah, you could do so many. Look at you. Make yourself a
Yeah, I'm
purple.
staying with my sister. Couldn't find a place to I could afford in Jersey. It is cold here. We gotta. Let's
It's all fine
see.
as long as you know what are you doing and you have a plan.
Yeah.
Like you
Remember,
could do anything. You
remember,
could
the
do
biggest thing is
anything.
where you're at right now isn't where you're gonna be forever, right? So
But
we
you
all
know
kind
what?
of sometimes we all hit a
Being around
place,
family around holiday time, the best time. Find good in anything, right?
right? No, you'll
Focus
definitely
on good. Be good for no reason.
do what you can up there. And hey, listen, if I can drive up to Connecticut, I will definitely do my best to come up
That'd
there.
be great. Let's go to Connecticut.
That would be fun.
Let's
I used to have
go.
somebody I used
Fun
to work
time.
with that I used to support, and he's like, "Can you come to my house and fix my computer?" So I used to drive all the way up to Connecticut for to fix that. So
Yeah,
it was
I've
grateful.
worked in Connecticut a couple times, couple of many times
Mm.
back in the days.
But yeah, no,
Wow.
I'm looking forward to the to the days coming up. I'm definitely we could definitely do like a little Christmas opening of our own. I guess like I'll definitely throw my daughter in here and ask her to open up gifts and have her do her little thing. We
That'd
actually
be
ordered
cute.
a few things for her. Mm,
Unpacking. This year, I decided to wrap a couple of gifts for my own self, like for my inner child. It's one of the homeworks from the therapies that I'm taking. Like, what your inner child really wants. It could be anything, right? So I just grabbed a few things, nothing major.
mm.
Wrap that up, and I wrote myself a letter to my own little girl, just to give her everything she needs instead of asking it from from outside. Give yourself what you need. Be
Yeah.
fulfilled, and then go from love, right? Instead of asking from other people for attention, for love, for happiness, for this, for that, give it to your own self. As you said, be generous to yourself,
It,
and I
it,
really took that, and I'm using it.
actually, I think I was gonna say safe to say for me, the last few years, I've actually not been asking for anything. In a sense of like when people are like, "Oh yeah, Christmas is coming. What do you want? What do you want?" And I'm like, "I don't want anything. I'm good." Like I was like, "I'll get you guys stuff. Like if you have a Christmas list, let me know and I'll buy stuff." I actually just really don't want anything at all. And like my, no one will like the true people will not accept that, right? So like I remember I went to my brother-in-law's house and I didn't I bought I think we bought my wife gave some gifts to them and they're like, "Oh, it's from the family, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's perfect." Like I bought them I think I actually bought like a few bottles of wine and that's it and I gave it to them. And they actually gifted me stuff and I was like, "Oh, you could just give it to my wife or my kid. Like I don't want anything." And they're like, "Nah, we don't let, you know, someone get nothing. Like that doesn't it doesn't work like that in this house." And I'm like,
Yeah,
that's a good thing to say, right? Like if you're in my home and you're coming over for Christmas, like you're not going to walk away with like nothing, right? So it was a kind thing. And I think Christmas Day we're actually going to my in-laws house again. Um but yeah, I just can't believe how quick it is. It's already around the corner. Like this week was my longest week because next week is a short week because I'm out Friday. The week after is Christmas. The week after is New Year's. So for 3 weeks now, I'm gonna have shorter work weeks where I'm hoping to catch up with all my work. So I when come January, just go headstrong into it. Right?
yeah. What do
Uh,
you really want for Christmas? Not even
peace,
Christmas. Just
peace.
what do you
I just
really want?
I want peace within myself is what
Peace
I
in your
want.
mind.
Yeah.
That's you're gonna create that for yourself, and boom.
Exactly. It's not something
That's
that can be
something
gifted.
that
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean,
Um,
I can give you all the instruments, but would you use it and create a piece? It's up to you.
no. No, I mean, like I'm definitely doing I'm hoping to kick it off at the new year
Beggar
because
quinoa.
well I'm hoping to kick it off at the new year to do my my little YouTube thing that I wanted to do about like the pursuit of
Yeah,
peace. But
me
like I have
too.
all the equipment. I just have to like shoot it. Now it's like winter so it's cold, but I'll figure it out. Frank says the places where I've been looking at here are all on the water, which is pretty awesome. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
that's
really everything
nice.
outside of Jersey and New York is nice. Like when I was thinking of staying in Jersey and I wanted to move, I was gonna move west of Jersey. So like even west of
Ooh.
where
Okay, like Washington,
like
Clinton.
Manville is. Yeah, like Washington area, like around there, closer to the PA edge. It would still be a decent long drive to work, but then it's a highway that no one really takes going east, and I don't have to go all the way east towards um the city, right?
Yeah.
Um, and
Megan
then
wants to go to Connecticut. Megan, let's load up the bus and go to Stubby.
there you go. Take a bus.
Let's go.
I think it's like a
Take a
4 hour
bus.
bus ride.
You know, why not? I love taking buses. When a long distance
I've
bus,
never tried one. I
it's such
think.
a different story because you have so many stops. Not so many, but I'm talking about like going state to state. We're not talking about New York, New Jersey one. Don't take that one. That's like a million stops and you're gonna hate it. But the ones like going, example, from New York to Pittsburgh, I used to take like a mega bus, like a double
Mhm,
decker. It
mhm.
has like a table and like a Wi-Fi inside. It's just so cool. Just a
Yeah.
bus ride. You can see so much nature. You can see other states. It's like amazing. I
No,
like
me
bus
and
ride. You
Morgan and
know.
I were talking about it. Like, if she comes, I think she's gonna come visit the states eventually. But we were talking about how we wanted to like just like take a train like just across the U.S. one way or another, like
Oh,
either
that would
north
be
to south
great.
or like east to west coast.
They
I don't
have
know about
that.
trains. They have buses. They have buses that go across. Not
Mm.
yeah. But we're talking about how we would just get like ones that just go. I think if you take a bus to go from like Jersey to California, I think you do take a few buses, but it's like a 5 day trip. And I was like, whatever,
Ooh,
5 days just sounds like a good time to just
I'll
go
do
somewhere.
that. I was thinking like I don't know. Yeah, that
It
would
is
be
a lot. But with that,
amazing.
or we were actually talking about getting an RV and just renting an RV and just driving.
That is cool too.
Because
You
then
know what else
that way
is
you can just
cool?
stop
Yeah.
wherever you want and things like that. I don't know. Maybe when
There also
motivation.
a yes.
What I was
Yes.
gonna say,
Motivation station
we'll
RV.
do a
That would be
motivation
great.
station on the road. Exactly.
Why not? You know? And I also came across with this Chinese company. Chinese companies always do like buses and tours and guides.
Hmm.
Anyways, it's tours. It's the name of the website, tours number four fun fun.com. And you know what they do? They do all kinds of trips. They have like a private jet
Damn.
and load up with all kinds of people, whoever wants it. The ticket is like pretty much nothing.
Mm,
And you buy like two tickets. The third one is free. Chinese people always did that, and they still have it.
mm,
And you don't get off like I think it's like you fly from New York to a canyon, right? Example, Grand Canyon,
mm,
and then you don't get off the plane. You inside the plane,
mm.
but it's like private with all the people that bought the tickets and all together just flying over the canyon. And I think it's only like $300.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just it's just so cool, like, and they have so many other different things. Like, check it out. Tours for fun. Not an ad, but it's something cool. And I think I took a couple of times a Chinese bus from New York. It was three things. It was Niagara Falls, Thousand Islands,
Hmm.
and Washington D.C. I did that with my mom. I did that one other time. It was cool. It was like
Yeah.
$60 or something. Which
Yeah. Because like I know like my parents want to like visit DC. Like we can just go to Newark and take the Amtrak down to DC, and it's like 2-3 hours. And I'm like, I'd rather just take the train down than have to drive down there. But yeah,
yeah.
no, there's so many different things that like you can do, and I think that's why partly like I think we talked about it before. I miss like working in the city because like I used to be able to just take a bus to the city, and then I'll take subways everywhere, right? And there's times where when I was still new to working in New York, I would take the wrong subway by accident sometimes when I was like going home, and I was like I don't know where I ended up, right? But then I got out and I walked around. And I'm like, yo, this is pretty cool. I found like hole in the wall restaurants, bars, and stuff like that. So then after a while, I made it a habit to just like, I think it was like
Get
every
up
other Friday.
anywhere. Yeah.
Every other Friday, I would just be like, oh, I'm gonna take the queue. Where does the queue go? And then like I let it take me like anywhere. Whenever my gut says get off the train, I got off the train, and then I wandered.
Wow, that's amazing.
You can
Right.
like I think they said like if you wanted to like scope out New York from like like beginning to end and find like all the restaurants and stuff like that, it would take you an X amount of years to do all that. And that's going to New York every day. It would take you an X amount of years, which is insane. But
But that would be great. You know how many places that we never heard of, like hidden places in New York, like cool restaurants and stuff?
yeah, yeah.
I would love to discover those places
I,
because
I, I
there
remember
are.
I think it was like almost a decade ago now, because I can say a decade ago. It was a while ago, and we went to, my friend and I, James, who was on the podcast a while ago. We went to a
Yeah.
we went to a car show in New York, you know, the auto show, right? And then like when we were
Mhm.
leaving, we were like, we were starving. We're like, yeah, let's just grab whatever food we can. And we found a restaurant, right? And it was an Italian place. It was very homely. I felt like I was in Italy at that point, right? They had nice paintings everywhere. They made I think I got a
Ah,
personal pizza, right? So it was
mhm.
it was a decent size enough for me to eat, and he got pasta, right? And it was so fresh. It was so like the pasta was homemade, right? The sauce was homemade on it, and the presentation was just so good. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, and the whole restaurant was empty. Like we were the only ones there, and I'm like, how do people not come here for this, right? A few doors down, there's like, you know, restaurants, like known restaurants and stuff like that, and those places were hustle and bustle, and it was all busy. But this restaurant where we had the most phenomenal food was empty, and I'm like, this is a true hole in the wall place. Like this is one of the best like Italian food spots I've ever eaten. I don't even,
Oh,
it's so long ago, I don't remember the name of it, and I don't remember where we were, but it was somewhere near the Javits Center is all I remember. But I'm looking forward to more trips to New York. Hopefully next year. And you know, and if things work out and I get a job in New York, I'll take that too.
that's amazing. Definitely. You're
But
making me think about pizza more now.
I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I didn't have breakfast. I just made my coffee here, and then
Here, have
shoot.
some.
Oh yeah, yeah. So ship that over. Ship that over. Ship it in
This is
a food thing.
chocolate protein guilt-free waffle.
That really does look really good. But
Any shape of a heart.
I do look
Yeah.
forward to my trip next week and being able to do the podcast. I'm definitely gonna try to set everything up now so it's a little bit easier to do. And
Okay.
you know, we shouldn't have any problems, so we should be all right. But we appreciate everyone coming by. I
Happy
appreciate letting
holidays.
you guys let me rant as I always rant and talk about things.
Happy
Um,
holidays. Yeah.
happy to do another holiday for the podcast. This was episode 60, which I think is insane. We're 40 away from 100, which is just around the corner, you know. Um,
Wow.
and you know, we love you. We're working on some merch. I'm not gonna have it done by Christmas. I'm working with my guy who made some of my stuff before, but I'll be shipping. Yeah, I'll be shipping something hopefully at the beginning of
Yeah,
January
we
for
need
you.
some mugs. We need to start drinking from our mug.
Yeah, well, I need to make it for us at least, and then go from there, and then showcase it,
Yeah,
show it off, and go from there.
just use
Um,
that. Because I can use all kinds of mugs, but
I honestly hate myself because I'll go on Facebook Marketplace to like look for stuff, and I constantly see mugs, and they're like, "It's just $5. It's just $5," and I'm like, I don't have anywhere to keep them. You know what I mean? Like I have so many mugs, and they all
yeah,
look great.
please, no more mugs. No.
No, I do like my mugs that I have now. The mugs that I'm gonna get for the motivation station that me and my the guy who's making it for me are talking about. They're
Like
good ones. Oh, is that Christmas?
talking about
Yeah, it's
talking
nice.
about mugs. Like this is I usually do like a hot chocolate in here.
Mm,
So last week I made like a oatmeal cookies with coconut oil instead of butter,
mm.
and the day after it was so crispy and so good with the hot chocolate. Please. Talking about mugs, please. Mugs for every every type of
Occasion at that point, yeah.
occasion. Yeah, so please, no more mugs.
But yeah, no. So that's my spiel. So I appreciate everyone for being continued fans of
Rock,
motivation. I'm still
rocking with us.
yeah, rocking with us, celebrating our lives and our holidays and just our time. You know, I think it's important. We definitely have to get more people on here. I'm gonna try to work on getting my friend on here. I don't know about next week.
Yes,
Maybe I can get him in here for
designing clothes.
Christmas.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Her, I reached out to as well. But well, I just have a lot of people to catch up with in general, so I definitely will catch up with
Yes.
them. But again,
Ryan,
from the
congratulations
bottom
on
of my heart, thank you.
moving. Megan, it was great to see you. And everyone who's going to be watching us later, have an amazing, motivated day. We definitely appreciate every like, share, comment, good and bad. We take them all. So, thank you so much for focusing on good, being good for no reason, and being nice to yourself, because that's going to create being nice to others.
Mhm,
That definitely, we should practice that daily, not just on holidays. We should do that 365. Just
mhm.
wish people good, wish people greatness, bring that vibration higher, and see what happens. And if you want to do any techniques and practices, like I always challenge myself, and that's what's keeping me going,
Mhm.
challenging myself on this area, on that area, and holding yourself accountable. If it's 30 days, it's 30 days. It's not 29, it's not 13, it's 30 days.
Yeah.
So keep on doing great. Keep on focusing on what's good for yourself. Put that healthy boundary. Don't say, I don't have time. Create time
Mhm.
for the things that you love the most.
I agree. I agree. Definitely. Give your if time is the biggest thing, definitely give yourself the time. You're the biggest time asset that you should be. And honestly, things will follow. I agree with Rose on that. Things will follow. You do good to yourself, good things will happen to you. Of course, bad things will happen as well, but you notice the good times more. You do know you notice the good times a lot more. And with that, I would like to say, cheers to you guys. Thanks for always being a part of our family. And we look forward to seeing you guys next week. So until then, have a motivated day. Take care.
Have a motivated day, guys. We love you. Bye
Bye.
bye.